So, on Friday it was Ashura, the 10th day of Muharram, which is an important date in the Islamic calendar, especially the Shia calendar, because it was the day that Imam Hussain, peace be upon him, was martyred at Karbala, the Battle of Karbala in Iraq. If you haven't read that story or heard about that story, you need to learn about it. Like, everyone can take inspiration. They can learn. You've got to do the right thing. Like, you've got to stand up for what you believe in. You have to, like. But I just wanted to play a few clips that I've seen recently online, and it truly is awe-inspiring, like 100%. So we'll just get into a couple. So Yazid, he was the caliphate at the time, who ordered the killing of Imam Hussain and his companions and his family. They surrounded him in the desert in their tents, denied the women and children water. Some of them died of thirst, and Imam Hussain asked his companions to leave, use the cover of night and leave. I'll face them alone, save yourselves. But no, they all wanted to stay. They wanted to stay and they all died. If I remember correctly, he had his newborn baby in his hands and the baby was struck by an arrow, martyred. And all of their blood was shed, but he was standing up for what he believed in, like. And this is why the Shia, they've proved to the world, like, they've proved it. Donald Trump can threaten whatever he wants. We're going to bomb them back to the Stone Age. We're going to end their civilization. And look what the people do. Hold hands, make human daisy chains on the bridges and power plants, because that's where he said they would strike, standing in defiance. But on Friday, obviously, in Iraq, Karbala, where Imam Hussein's tomb is, like, the crowds, I find it inspiring. Like, I just wanted to share some of them, like. Like, people out in their millions, hundreds of thousands. And then there was some footage of inside. It just looks amazing, like, absolutely amazing. And I'm 44, like, back from Operation Desert Storm in the early 90s, 92, 93, our media in the West have portrayed the Iranians as terrorists. Understand that's in Iraq, but the Muslims as a whole, terrorists. It couldn't be further from the truth, like, it could not be further from the truth. I think there was another one here, yeah, I just wanted to share this one. I'll sort it out. I know we're just watching Twitter, but I find these important, like, it's inspiring, truly inspiring.
It's insane. I've never seen this many people. Not to take away from anything else that is, other religion, but there's nothing like that shrine. It still speechless. I think it's going to take time for me to process. The other thing is, everyone needs to come here, and everyone needs to begin learning about the story of Imam Hussain, if you haven't, because there's so much to learn. We were just talking about, like, everyone should learn the story. It's deeply inspiring, and there's no further proof than the 23 million people who come here and the want to come here every year. I think that more Americans should see it.
And I agree with that sentiment when he's saying I think that more Americans should see it. I think more Westerners should see it and take the time to learn. Read about the Battle of Karbala. Read about the 12 Imams. Like, we've got them all wrong, like 100%. And the more I go to the Shia Mosque here in Newcastle, the more I realise, like, how much we have been lied to. Like, they're very, very good people. They live their lives in a unique way, like. And you've got the likes of Professor Marandi and Arachi, the foreign minister of Iran. Like, Arachi even said, like, when they're like, oh, well, we're going to bomb you, kill the negotiators. And without missing a beat, he said, it would be an honour for me to be martyred for my country. You can't beat people like that. But I'll just jump into the next one as well. And seeing the celebrations and the amount of people out, like, paying allegiance. Like, we need, honestly, I know I'll keep saying it, like. Hey, I just find it, I think it's great, like, and for years, decades, I would see stuff like that and think, oh, they're all brainwashed, like, if they all support the Quran and they're terrorists, they have to kill all the infidels, stuff like that. But it's nonsense, like, and it's like even this one here, Hezbollah is finished. Hezbollah no longer has any supporters. And again, on the day of Ashura or Ashura, I'm unsure how to pronounce it, I apologise. Seeing all the people out defying, like. The context, the yellow flag got the flag of Hezbollah, like, which those flags are prescribed here in the UK.
جار علينا الزمان يا مولاي نهتف يا ابن الحسن يا مولاي بقية الله شكوانا إليك بقية الله شكوانا إليك أدركنا أدركنا لبيك لبيك أدركنا أدركنا لبيك لبيك.
And this is the thing, like, in the West, you know, if Putin finally has enough, because there's a Elbit Systems drone factory not far from me on Scotswood Road, like, and if we keep arming Ukraine, what would you do? If someone was sending your enemies weapons, and you had the capabilities to stop said weapons being produced, what would you do? And if we were under attack, do you think there would be thousands of people on the streets, defiant? Because I know there won't be, like, people will be running for their lives, rightly so, like, but this is why I think, personally, the elites especially, they want to keep this divide between Christianity and Muslims, Islam, because they know if we unite, we will be too strong. We need to start finding out who is funding our politicians. And we need to make a change, similar to what they're doing in America. It's just happened in New York with 3 candidates. If one candidate is clearly funded by you know who, then we're not going to support them. It's as simple as that. We don't have to resort to violence. And I know it's frustrating, but if the only way to change is politically, because don't forget, these MPs and politicians are meant to be working for us. That's the maddest thing about it, like, they're meant to be working for us. And there's just one more here I wanted to show, like, I know I shouldn't joke about stuff like this, but, you know, these boys here, if they ever had went to the New Monkey in Sunderland or the Judgment Day at Newcastle University, they would have rocked it, like. It's what it reminds us of, the raves, like, it does. And I know it's religious, but people coming out to show their support, and a lot like Elon Musk sharing that thing about the Shia beating their chests. Without context, it does look intimidating. But I'm not ashamed to say that I cried. I cried for Hussein. I cried for Imam Hussain on the day of Ashura. And the heavens opened. Friday night, the thunderstorm was amazing. And that was Allah showing that he remembers too. Hussein, and like this one in Spain looks unreal like. Oh, sorry. And it's like the Spanish have always goes back to the Moors, doesn't it? And the Muslims, the Islamists, back when Spain was founded, like, and us in the West, like friends of mine who go to Spain for holidays or to the Canary Islands, they see that stuff and they think it's amazing. They are inspired by it, but as soon as you see it happening in the Middle East, it's like, oh no, they're terrorists. It's like, mate, come on. And this is the last one. This is the one I was looking for, like. But obviously, this UFC fighter fighting on the day of Ashura, O Master of the Martyrs, peace be upon Al Hussein and the son of Hussein, and on the children of Hussein. Ya Zainab. I think possibly was that the woman who Yazid humiliated. I think so. I've got to do a bit more research, like, but the story's fascinating. But obviously, it was epic, like epic.
You close out a show. What a knockout! Biz burada Rafael sen tebrik ederim. Çok muhteşem zərbəydi. Çok muhteşem idi. Assalamu alaikum. يا سيد الشهداء يا أبا عبد الله السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين السلام عليكم يا علمدار حسين يا أبا الفضل عباس السلام عليكم يا سيدة زينب يا ابن رسول الله يا الله. Hey bro, he's so happy.
Assalamu alaikum indeed. Like, come on. Imagine fighting him on the day of Ashura. Like, bro, you're not winning, like, I don't care who you are. This is the thing, you've got to draw inspiration from it. Please learn about it. I'm going to try and do a bit of a deep dive into it. I'm just waiting. We've got some new equipment on the way, so I can have a bit of a better setup, like, because I just I need to share this, like, I know no one watches it. But I need to share it, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to stay on this path, like, because it needs to be heard. So have a blessed Sunday, everyone. And please, if you have the time, or you see anything regarding Alu al-Bayt, the people of the cloak, the Prophet's family. I know in the West we think, oh no, Muhammad's this, that, no, they'll not even say what people say. But you know, the typical trope everyone says about him. It's inspiring, like, it seriously is. And I had been ignorant for decades. I'm embarrassed to say decades. But we could all learn something from the Shia. Believe me, we could. But that's it for this one.